you want to start, I'm going to start with the drawer. Glaze you can do a few ways. With this, with the paint, I went with the same direction strokes because when I glaze it, I want the glaze to settle into the paint strokes that I used and also in the creases. You're going to want to work with small areas at a time. You just paint it on there. I want to give the glaze effect on the whole piece. So I'm doing more than just the creases. And you're going to just start wiping it off. You can start gentle and then go with more. That's the great thing about glaze. You can do as much or as little as you want. Try to keep moving your rag so you get a clean spot on your rag to be able to wipe off every time. Try to let it stay in the cracks, especially if the little crevices aren't very deep. I'm going to let that settle in there. I like to start off with a rag because it gives it's a little easier to wipe off at first. There, I didn't use a clean part of my rag. You really want to accent the creases. And I wipe most of the glaze off of the flat pieces. I just kind of let it settle into the brush strokes a little bit. And then I'll take a baby wipe. And it just helps me clean it up a little bit more. Little spots at a time with glaze is the best because it does start to dry a little bit as you are wiping off. And you can control how little or how much you want the glaze to stay on here. You only need a tiny bit of glaze. A little bit goes a really long way. Make sure you get the little cracks. I like to get the edges of the drawers. It gives it a little bit more of an older look. When you get close to your desired look, you want to wipe it off in the direction you want the glaze to lay. So I'm wiping side to side because that's the way I did my brush strokes previous. Baby wipe again. And there you go. This is one drawer. Now, as you can see, It's in the creases. It's a little bit in the creases of the paint in here. I just want to give this a little highlighted look. That's why I didn't leave a lot on the paint. All right, well, the whole thing is glazed now, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Glazed in all the right places, all the cracks. You can see just a little bit settled into the paint. It gives it a little bit of an older, dirty, vintage look. And that's it. Now all you need to do is seal it. You could seal it with a wax. I prefer to seal with poly only because this is going to be used for bedroom furniture. So there will be items placed on the top and the drawers will come in and out. So poly always gives it a stronger seal and holds for a piece that's going to be used quite often. To see more of the furniture and creations I've done, you can find me on Facebook or on my blog. Check those out. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. Thanks for joining me today.